Hey everyone, Nick here again, back after a hiatus, I guess. Wasn't really planned. I just haven't really been able to make these videos lately. So, quick recap. The last video I did was my review of the top seven the first time they performed. So I didn't get around to talking about the fact that they used the save on Jessica Sanchez that week. The bottom three that night was her, Elise Testone, and Joshua Ledette, and not Holly, by some miracle. Or Skylar. I didn't think she deserved to be in the bottom three, but I thought she would be. So, yeah, Jessica had the lowest number of votes, and the judges ran on stage and took the mic away from her and, like, no way, we're not letting you go. I agree with that. I just was not crazy about how Randy was a condescending jerk to America. Like, you're crazy for letting this happen. Vote for the real talent. Like, we don't know what we're doing. I mean, I'm not saying that was the best call on America's part, but, try to be a little more subtle about it. He outright insulted America. He outright gave us the finger. Like, I voted for Jessica. So, screw you. Anyway, the next week they performed two songs each. One from now and one from then. And just worst to best, I'll just say them in order. Not really any comments. Both their performances combined. I'm not going to do it by individual performance. Worst, Elise. 6, Holly. 5, Skylar. 4, Colton. 3, Joshua. 2, Jessica. And the best, Philip. This is both performances combined. Although I thought that Jessica had the single best performance of the night. I'm saying both performances combined, Philip was the best of everyone. And who goes home? Well, the bottom three was Holly, Elise, and Colton. I was actually not 100% surprised at Colton. I thought it should have been Skylar, but I wasn't too shocked. But once Elise was the first one sent to safety, I knew Colton was safe. Because Seacrest was really messing with her, like he always does with Colton. I'm like, if Colton was safe, he would have done it to him. So I knew Colton was going home at that point. And sure enough, Colton goes home. Not Holly or Elise, two hopeless contestants. They have the furthest chance from winning out of everyone. Colton, I was actually starting to think he could win this whole thing. Especially after last week. I mean, the week before last. The first top 7 night. I thought he could have won. I thought he was going to win instead of Philip. But now I think Philip, he's got no competition now. He's the only one who hasn't been in the bottom 3. He's a white guy with a guitar. I mean, I'm not saying I have a problem with him. In fact, I'm actually rooting for him more than anyone now. But, yeah. Here's the thing. Either the show is scripted, with Jessica getting the save last week, not really having the lowest number of votes, or America is too stupid to vote. Then they actually made 2 stupid decisions in a row. Yeah. Or the judges have too much control. They can manipulate America. Like, they were slightly nicer to Holly and really mean to Elise last week. So America felt bad for him and gave him a pity vote. And that's how they survived. That's what I think. Holly and Elise, if they aren't the next 2 to go, I give up. Seriously, I hate them both now. I mean, I liked Holly at first. I loved her at first. But now I want her gone. And Elise. I've hated her forever. I've liked one performance from her. That's it. And she herself is an awful human being. I think she is really rude, really unlikable. And everyone was saying that about Colton too, but I mean, I didn't really see it. He seemed more confident than cocky to me. I think he might actually have been voted off by the atheists. You know, he's made it perfectly clear he believes in God. In fact, he even dedicated his farewell performance to God. And, I mean, it's not fair that Colton went home this week. He did not deserve to. He should have at least made it to the top 3, in my opinion. Yeah. And people on the message board are angry that now they don't have anyone to make fun of. Like, I'm angry that a genuinely talented, relevant contestant went home over 2 useless ones like Holly and Elise. So, that's my rant. and I'll try to be more up to date with these from now on. This week they're singing 2 songs each. One of them is from Queen. I think the other one's just whatever they want to sing. I remember they did Queen Night back in the Daughtry season, and that was actually a pretty good night. I remember Taylor Hicks actually stole the show. Crazy little thing called Love. So I hope Philip sings that. He could do well with that. And I swear if Elise sings Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm gonna kill her. Okay, so that's what I thought, and I'll see you hopefully on Thursday with my thoughts on the performances.